Hi, friends. It is again my privilege to bring to you this Advent devotional. Now, some of you might be thinking, wait, wasn't that what he was wearing in the last Advent devotional? It was. Now, I do have more than one outfit, but I recorded all three of my devotionals on the same day, and there was no world in which I was going to do a costume change. So, back to the devotional. During this sacred season of Advent, we are called to reflect on the profound hope and promise contained within Isaiah chapter 9, verses 2 to 7. We read, "The people walking in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in a pitch-dark land, light has dawned. You have made the nation great. You have increased its joy. They rejoice before you as with joy at the harvest, as those who divide plunder rejoice. As on the day of Midian, you shattered the yoke that burdened them, the staff on their shoulders and the rod of their oppressors, because every boot of the thundering warriors and every garment rolled in blood will be burned, fuel for fire. A child is born to us, a son is given to us, and authority will be on his shoulders. His name will be Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Eternal Father, Prince of Peace. There will be vast authority and endless peace for David's throne and for his kingdom, establishing and sustaining it with justice, righteousness, now and forever. The zeal of the Lord of heavenly forces will do this." This passage speaks to a world waiting in darkness, yearning for the dawn of a new light, a new day, and it holds a message of a transforming grace and overwhelming hope. Isaiah begins by describing a people who walked in the darkness, but have now seen a great light. Friends, that's you and I. Advent reminds us that Jesus, the light of the world, has come to dispel the shadows in our hearts and in our lives. We understand this as prevenient grace, God's grace that illuminates our path even before we fully knew or understood or accepted it. And it's a profound reminder that God still seeks us out and leads us and those we love towards the light of salvation. And then the joy described in the text, it's so vivid. You've increased their joy. They rejoice before you as with joy at the harvest. As we prepare for Christmas, we take part in this divine joy, a joy that transcends our circumstances because it is rooted in the knowledge and the hope of Christ. Like a harvest celebration, it's the culmination of hope fulfilled, and of promises kept. Isaiah then speaks of burdens lifted and oppressors defeated, drawing parallels to God's deliverance from Israel from Midian. In our lives, this can be seen as the liberation from sin and the restoration of our souls, in which God makes all things new. This is powerful. This transforming grace of God that not only forgives, but empowers us to live freely and victoriously over the weight of our burdens. And then in verse 6, we're given this beautiful promise. A child is born to us, a son given to us. The child born in a humble manger is named Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Eternal Father, Prince of Peace. Each name speaks to a different aspect of Jesus' identity and his work in our lives. As a wonderful counselor, he provides guidance and wisdom. As mighty God, he assures us of his power. As eternal Father, he embodies love and care. Finally, Isaiah promises there will be vast authority and endless peace. Through Christ's kingdom, we find a promise of justice and righteousness. Advent invites us to embrace and embody these values in our own lives, knowing that through our actions and faith, we too can help advance the kingdom here on earth. As we walk through the Advent season, I want to invite you to hold to the hope that these verses proclaim. I want to invite you to celebrate the light that has dawned upon our world. Live freely in the joy and the grace and the peace provided for us, and strive to be the instruments of God's peace and justice in the world around us. In this, we honor the profound and transformational work of Jesus, who came not just for a moment, but to establish his kingdom now and forever. Amen.